for joining us today.
Hey, no problem.
All right, so I'm going to get it right off the bat right away and see where you go with this, but I'll leave it out there for you. Being the Jet center and having such an intimate relationship with the team's signal callers, have any past or present quarterbacks ever sent you any unsolicited or inappropriate texts?
Not that I know of. Most of them, have probably been warranted, especially from our current quarterback, who is a little goofy as it is.
You don't really call him the Sanchez, do you?
No, I don't.
All right.
No, I don't.
Good. That's a good thing.
That would be weird.
All right. Got that out there. You didn't want to bite too much, so we'll let it go. Let's talk a little football. With so many changes between the 2009 and 2010 season, what has been a key to continuing to win with so many new faces in key places?
I think it's the turnover, that you have to deal with, that every team has to deal with, but being able to have a core foundation and be able to plug people in, and I think we've done a great job. We got awesome guys in the locker room. We brought in great guys, and we've been able to work pretty well together, and I think that's been a big key to our success.
One of the other keys, possibly, is your head coach, Rex Ryan. Obviously, defensive-minded coach. He's been characterized in many ways for his big personality. But in your own words, how would you best describe your head coach?
He's a firecracker, a cheap firecracker, because you don't know exactly when it's going to go off, but it can blow your hand off if it does. He's a blast. It's awesome. You go into work every day, and every day is different. And you know what you're getting with him. He tells you good, bad, ugly, and it's been a great experience. Being able to play for him.
Cool. Let's shift over a little bit. You're very active online. Follow your Twitter account, and we'll link that up on the post. But how does your use of social media afford you a connection with fans that perhaps traditional media doesn't?
I think it's a direct route. I try to respond, as best I can to things. Usually, the best way to elicit a response is, say something funny, and if I get a good chuckle out of it, I'm sure I'll respond to it. And it's one of those things. You've got control over it. I can turn it off, I can turn it on, and I'm right here. So, it's fun to do, and it's a fun interaction.
Now, with the NFL's policies and whatnot, do you find yourself self-policing more, or do you have somebody with the organization sort of cracking down on what you do and what you say online?
No, I don't really police myself. It's one of those, you get me as I am. I think, everyone understands that. I think knowing the rules, you can't tweet before a game or during a game or something like that. I think I've had to pay attention to it. But other than that, it's pretty much full reign for me.
I'm touching a lot of different things here. With the NBA season kicking off, as an Ohio guy and a pro athlete, what was your take on LeBron's decision? And did you see it at all insulting to your native Buckeyes?
To the native state of Ohio, I figured, I assumed he wasn't going back to Cleveland, but then he started dragging it out, and you never know. I think that's the biggest disservice he did to Cleveland. He knew, I'm sure he probably knew that he wasn't going back there, and he probably should have just told him, from the get-go, hey, I'm not going to be back. And so it was disappointing, to see that whole spectacle and to have a whole spectacle on it. It was tough for the town.
You just signed a long-term contract, I guess you'd say in football terms, with the Jets. How loyal are you to the team? I know you were drafted with Ferguson and really built a nice foundation there. I mean, is that something, do you feel a sense of loyalty to the team that drafted you?
Oh, definitely. I think, to have the opportunity to hopefully spend my whole career here would be a great achievement, and it would be fantastic for me. I hope for the Jets fans, and it would be, it's something unique to have that opportunity, and I'm fortunate that the Jets presented that.
Going back to the decision, your teammates aside, are there any two other offensive linemen that you could hand select to form a dream team with? Who would they be?
To form a dream team with?
A dream line, if you will.
I like my line, and I'm gonna stick with that. I don't know if you could pick a dream team of offensive line. That would be one ugly dream team.
All right, and finally, you're here promoting something on behalf of MasterCard. Why don't you tell us about the program?
Yeah, MasterCard and JetBlue teamed up together to present a fun thing for some Jets fans. You go on JetBlue.com/Jets. Book your travel November 1st and 2nd for December, and the holiday season and everything. Everyone's traveling. Get it out of the way now. and then when we go off and win the Super Bowl, you get the opportunity to have your tickets refunded. So I think it's a neat thing if you're traveling anyway. Why not do it, with MasterCard and JetBlue?
Cool. Well, thanks a lot. And can you say hi to all the Hugging Harold Reynolds
Hi,
listeners?
hi, you guys. How you all doing?
Thanks, man.